Alright guys, so what we're going to talk about today is going into the Gen 4 monitor and starting a new work group in regards to shared coverage. So a lot of times we'll have to go in and do this, especially when guys are making like a second pass in the field, for example replanting, or coming back in and spraying again. We'll see it a lot where guys will come in and they'll need to clear their coverage and other machines' coverage that were in that field, that way section control can work. And so there's a little bit of process to go through it, but I'm going to see if I can simulate kind of what you would see on your display and then how we would go in to fix that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap to a farming field where I already have coverage down. So I'm going to hit test here. And this is, for example, you're coming back into a field that you want to replant, or you're spraying again, so you'll swap to the farming field you want. Searching for work groups, and then what you're going to do is hit new work. So in theory that should clear your coverage. So new work. So what I've done here is I've started new work, and as you can see, there's no shared coverage at the moment. A lot of times it'll take 3 to 5 minutes for it to pop through, but what I'm going to point out some things here is, so if I click on my sharing icon, you can see my work group number up here is the same. So it's 840505. So for example, I'll come in here, I'll poke around for a second, see if I can get it to simulate. There it did. Started to come through there. So as you can see, just after not even a couple minutes, a previous coverage has come through. So what this is shared coverage from the same operation. So for example, planting, this is coverage from another machine that was planting in this field. As you can see, I don't have any coverage on this field. So I can come in here. What a lot of guys will do is they'll hit new work. They want to clear coverage. So hit OK, new work. Comes right back. So what it's doing is it's pulling data through on Operations Center because it thinks you're in the same field and you're planting and you need to see the other person's coverage. Well, in reality, you need to clear their coverage so your section control can work. So what we need to do is hit setup, go into work list. As you can see, it's pulling through all the work group for this field. So you can see with this test field I'm in, there's that 840505 we talked about. That's the current work group we're in. So what we need to do to get rid of the other person's coverage is we actually need to start a new work group. So we'll start a new work group, joining work group, active operator 1, we'll hit OK. As you can see here, I don't have any coverage now from anybody. If I click on the sharing icon down here, my work ID has changed. It has made a new work ID for me. So that is how you go in and clear previous coverage, other people's coverage from previous passes in the field when using shared coverage.